The automotive industry has been developed by landslides from centuries, and today I brought you the world's top 10 fastest cars in the world. Please watch the video till end and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. 10. The Saleen S7. It has a top speed of 248 miles per hour. The Saleen S7 is the second American-built supercar in this list. Introduced in 2000 with a naturally aspirated 7-liter V8, the S7 was upgraded to a twin turbocharged unit in 2005, rated at 1000 horsepower, with the optional competition package. It enables the S7 to hit a top speed of 248 horsepower. Although it's not the last car on our list, we need to note that turbocharged S7 reached 248 miles per hour the same year when Veyron established a record at 253.8 miles per hour. Saleen wasn't far behind, but unlike Bugatti, Saleen never attempted to set a new record for production cars. In 2017, Saleen announced the S7 LM with 1500 horsepower and a top speed of 298 miles per hour, but that benchmark was never tested. 9. McLaren Speedtail. Its top speed is 250 miles per hour. One of the newest cars on the list, the McLaren Speedtail was introduced in 2019 and is considered a spiritual successor to the iconic F1, but that's mostly because it features a 3-seat layout with the driver's seat in the center. Unlike other cars on the list, the Speedtail is a hybrid combining a twin-turbo 4-liter V8 gasoline engine with an electric motor. McLaren says that the Speedtail is able to hit 250 miles per hour, which makes it the company's fastest vehicle yet. However, British firm has yet to release proof that Speedtail is indeed capable of such speeds. 8. Bugatti Veyron. Its top speed is 253.8 miles per hour. The fourth Bugatti on the list, the Stunner Veyron. It is the first production car that surpassed the 250 miles per hour mark, and it did that in 2005 when it put an end to McLaren's long-standing record with F1 in 1993. The Veyron, fitted with an early version of 8-liter W16, hit a top speed of 253.8 miles per hour on April 19, 2005. Its record stood for 2 years, but it was recaptured by Supersport version and then by its successor, the Chiron. It is the only Bugatti in our list that generates less than 1000 horsepower. 7. The Ultimate Aero. The Ultimate Aero is a car that briefly stole the record from Bugatti Veyron until the Veyron Supersport came back to take it. The SSC set its records in 2007 with a twin-turbo version of the car. The Ultimate Aero hit a top speed of 256.1 miles per hour somewhere in West Richland and held the record until 2010. The Ultimate Aero was discontinued in 2013 after several limited edition models, but SSC is now working on a new contender for the world's fastest production car, the Agera. While the record car came with 1183 horsepower and 1094 pound-feet of torque, the SSC increased power to 1300 horses toward the end of production. It also switched the original 6.3-liter V8 with a 6.9-liter engine. 6. Koenisegg Agera R. Its top speed is 260 miles per hour. The Agera RS may be the fastest of its kind, but the Agera R isn't far behind. Produced from 2011 to 2014, the Agera R featured the company's legendary 5-liter V8 engine capable of up to 1128 horsepower and 885 pound-feet of torque. The Swedish firm used this car to set a handful of records for the production cars in 2011, but these were eventually reset by Agera RS. Although it didn't set a record for the top speed, the Agera R was nearly as fast as Bugatti Veyron Supersport at 260 miles per hour. This benchmark places it in 6th place on our list and makes it the second Koenigsegg to make a top 10. 5. The Bugatti Chiron. Its top speed is 261 miles per hour. The standard Bugatti Chiron made it on a list as one of the 4 Bugattis, introduced in 2016 as a replacement of the Veyron. The Chiron retains the quad-turbo W16 engine, but the power was upgraded to 1,479 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. The Chiron's top speed is officially limited to 261 miles per hour, which is a bit low below the Veyron Supersport. 4. Bugatti Veyron Supersport. Its top speed is 268 miles per hour. The Bugatti Veyron may be 5 years old as 2020, but it's still among the fastest supercars ever built. Actually, the record set by Bugatti in 2010 places the Veyron in 4th place with a top speed of 267.8 miles per hour. This benchmark was achieved with a beefed-up model called the Veyron Supersport. The Bugatti was built by a special run of 30 cars called World Record Edition to celebrate the event. But these vehicles are limited to 258 miles per hour to protect the tires. The Supersport was also the most powerful version of the Veyron, with its 8-liter W16 rated at 1,184 horsepower, 197 more than the regular model. 3. Hennessy Venom GT. Its top speed is 270 miles per hour. The Venom GT was introduced in 2011 and remained in production until 2017. Despite the seemingly long run, only 13 cars were built, based on the Lotus Exige. The extensively modified Venom GT featured a twin-turbo 7-liter V8 engine under the hood, based on the General Motors LS7 V8. The unit pumps out 1,244 horsepower and 1,155 pound-feet of torque. The Venom GT hit its highest top speed in February 2014 when it reached 270.4 miles per hour on Kennedy Space Center shuttle landing strip in Florida. Although the speed was higher than the world record at the time, it did not qualify for the Guinness World Book of Records because the Hennessy's run was in a single direction. 2. Koenisegg Agera RS. Its top speed is 278 miles per hour, the most powerful version of Agera. The Agera RS became the world's fastest car on November 2017 when Koenisegg hit an average speed of 277.9 miles per hour. The record lasted less than 2 years, but the Agera RS still owns a handful of benchmarks, including the acceleration from 0 to 200 miles per hour, braking from 200 to 0 miles per hour, and 0 to 200 miles per hour, and back to full stop. Unlike Bugatti, Koenisegg didn't build a limited version of Agera RS to celebrate their record, but the RS itself was limited to 25 examples. And finally, the number 1. We all know it actually. It's Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. It has a top speed of 304 miles per hour. The standard Bugatti Chiron is already among the fastest cars in the world, with a top speed of around 261 miles per hour. But the French firm wanted to set a new record, so it created an even more potential beast. The Bugatti took a slightly more powerful engine from the Centelloche, rated at 1,578 horsepower, added longer gear ratios to the gearbox and crafted a revised aerodynamic package that increases the car strength by almost 10 inches. The modified car hit a top speed of 304 miles per hour on August 2 to celebrate the event. The Bugatti is building a production car based on a prototype called Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. This car is limited to 30 examples, enough to validate the speed record with the Guinness World Records.